update of the story. My wife and mother of 3 is cheating on me and she thinks I don't know anything. These are actually 2 updates that I've compiled into one because all of you are very much as intrigued as I am for these updates. And if I sound sick, it's because I am, but I am doing the Lord's workout here for you guys and these updates. Hi everyone. A lot of you asked me for the update. There is some very good and not some very good news. First of all, I want to clarify some things. I received many messages and comments about this. Me and my wife are both from Europe, not from the same country. We are 11 years together, 9 years married. We met in my country. Then after a year of relationship, I received a job offer in Asia. She went with me. But since we weren't married, she couldn't get a proper visa. She didn't work at the time. She was flying out and flying back in the country, and she was on a tourist visa. About a year after we moved to Asia, we married there. And then a year after she married me, we moved to another country in Asia where we have lived for the last 8 years. So 10 years in total in Asia. I lived first 2 in one country where we had a wedding. This makes more sense. Last 8 years in the country where we are currently. A lot of you asked me where exactly AP lives. I am not sure if AP lives here the whole year or not, but I think he does. It's a huge city and there are a lot of foreigners here, and his apartment is in the downtown area where there are a lot of foreigners. And just a reminder, AP means another person, the one she's having an affair with. Also, a lot of you asked me to give her another chance. I'm sorry, who's asking you to give her another chance? Why? And go on the MC because of kids. Okay, all right. I respect your opinions and everyone is different. That's fair, everyone can have their opinion. Someone can forgive a 10-year affair. Someone can't forgive innocent texting with an unknown man. I don't forgive something like this. I don't know what needs to happen for me to consider forgiving her. If I was a bad husband, if I didn't take care of her, if our sex life was dead, if she ever told me she is not happy, I would at least understand why she did that. But it is quite the opposite. Sex life 4 to 5 times per week. She's always smiling, and literally since I know her, she is always happy. We always spend time together. She never avoids me or becomes angry at me. So yeah, my answer is no. Only if my kids beg me and suffer so much, I might live with her for some time, but I will never ever touch her again. Yeah, I understand and respect that. Your wife's been having intercourse with another man for a long time. I'm okay. Thank you though. Let's just co-parent healthily for the kids. Doesn't mean we have to be together. I called the lawyer here today. Told him I really want to meet him and I can pay more since it's a Sunday and I assume it's his free time. Lawyer was really nice on the phone and we met after lunch. I showed him and explained everything to him. The news is this. All of the assets I have here are completely mine. She doesn't have any rights on that currently. She's on a spousal family visa here, doesn't work, not a citizen, while I have permanent residency. Since everything has been paid by me and everything is in my name, I am the owner of everything. Basically, she's screwed. To sum it up, all the money in the bank is mine. He advised me to take all of the money from my joint account and transfer it to another bank account where she does not have access. Joint account is in my name, but she has credit and debit cards and uses it daily for everything for the house, kids, and her. So technically, she doesn't have any right on that money. Cars are the same story because they are in my name and it's paid for by me with clear evidence that I paid for it. The bad news is the most important thing. Kids. Since, I repeat again, she's on a spousal visa, if we divorce, she can't stay here anymore. Oh God, that really puts a wrench in everything. She needs to find a job or be on a tourist visa. She can't use tourist visas forever, and sooner or later, someone at the immigration will stop her and deny her entry. My kids can stay with me on the family visa. Things become very tough right here about divorce. Basically, 4 countries are involved. This divorce process is gonna take 15 years. 2 home countries, the countries where we married each other, and the country where we are now. If we divorce in Asia, there are big chances I will be the primary custody parent. At worst, we will share the custody. But if we divorce in Europe, I am basically effed. Wow. And most likely, I will have to return if I want to be near my kids. He also told me about the idea that I offer her some assets or money to make a deal that kids stay in Asia with me, but I doubt she would accept that. Well, maybe she can get a job and we can just live here all together but co-parent and not be together. If I kick her out of the house and the police get involved, I won't have problems. Since I have proof I am the father, even if the police get involved, kids will stay at my house. Passports are safe and she doesn't know where I hid them. Lawyer told me to make DNA tests for the kids, to not leave the house so my wife can stay with them. I will do DNA tests tomorrow. In the meantime, he will start making everything about the divorce. After we get results from the DNA test, she will be served. All in all, a very tough and complex situation, but I will fight. I also talked with the lawyer from my home country. He told me if my wife somehow takes the kids from me and goes back to Europe while we are still not divorced, I need to file the report with the police immediately in the country where we live, and most importantly, in my home country. I don't think she'll be able to take the kids and run. She has no money. Since both of our home countries are in the European Union, laws are very similar. If she does that, the police will be at her door very soon, so that's good. I didn't confront her. Oh my God, we still haven't confronted her yet? She was actually mad at me most of the day because I went out to meet the lawyer and I spent time in my home office. And according to her, this is the day for us. Oh, how thoughtful. You're not having sex with the other guy, so today is for us? Wow. I seriously don't know how I can contain myself to not tell her anything. She spent the last 2 days at home. Probably she waits tomorrow to call the AP. She behaves good. Before an hour, she apologized to me for being angry at me today and tried to kiss me. I am trying everything to avoid her as much as possible. Hopefully, I will go to bed and she is already sleeping. Tomorrow, I will make DNA tests for all the kids. Lawyer told me he will call me with all the details for the best options for the divorce. I will ask for some free days at work, and after that, I will confront her and AP. Lawyer told me to record everything he says. I think you mentioned that in the last one. Thank you for your messages and comments. Your advice helped me a lot. Thank you once again. And we're jumping right into the next update because I want to hear this confrontation. Okay, that's what I've been waiting for. Let's cheers. What is in your cup? I am hydrating because I am pretty much on a deathbed over here, if you can't hear it in my voice. So cheers. I have water in my cup. First of all, I want to say something. I am reading all your comments, or most of them. What some of you can write is just pure craziness. Stop putting your own words and stories in my mouth. I have never ever said I want to see my wife out of the country where we live right now. If there is one person in the world that wants her to stay here, that's me then. Oh, okay. Okay. Because that means my kids are staying. I will offer her the best deal that will allow her to stay here, but that deal includes divorce. I respect it. If she rejects it, then we will fight for custody. I am not the one who should fight for her future. I didn't do it to her. I couldn't agree more with this statement. According to some of you, I should go back to Europe in her country. I've been there 4 times in my life. I have to leave everything I've built in Asia so I could only see my kids 3 days per week while I didn't do anything. She did. She cheated on me, and I should destroy everything I have so she could be in the nice spot because I am the father and she's the cheating mother? Or even better, I should not divorce her so she can stay here because she was cheating and doesn't know how to keep her legs closed. Oh boy. And I need to suffer and never meet anyone else in my life? Brilliant logic. Maybe she can find the job here and stay in the country legally and with the kids that have everything? That's also not okay? Poor her. She needs to work. Some of you said she gave up her career because of me and kids. Again, you are making stories without knowing anything. Guys, I can't believe how many people are in the comments against this man. What is happening? Are we reading the same story? She didn't give up on anything. I was the one telling her if she wants to work, she only finished high school, she can, and I will hire the nanny. But she didn't want to because she probably needed time for her AP. I am not forcing her out of the country. Immigration will force her if we divorce and she doesn't have a job. That's normal in every country. I am not above the law. She can find a job and stay with the kids because the best for kids is for her to stay here. Yeah. She should do everything to be near the kids. In the end, I love our kids more than she does because I didn't ruin our family. she did. Not to mention my kids don't know anyone in her country except her family, don't speak her language, and have friends and go to school/kindergarten here. Well, if you ever experience something like this in your life, you can use your logic. I will stick with mine. So to conclude this rant, I will offer her the deal with the kids staying here. She stays here, but not with me. If she rejects it, we will go to court and we will see what the judge will say. I also never said if we divorce that she will not get anything. She will, but not as much as she would get in Europe, and I honestly don't care if I lose money, house, or whatever if my kids stay here. Am I the only one who thinks this guy is actually being like very level-headed about this? What am I missing? Why are people so against him? Telling him to forgive her. Okay, if you choose to forgive someone who cheats on you in your marriage, that is on you, but it doesn't mean I have to do that. No thanks. I could transfer ownership of my house to my brother, cars, send all the money as a gift/loan to him or to my parents like my lawyer told me to do if I want to keep everything after the divorce, because at this moment, she is not entitled to anything before the divorce since she doesn't even have residency status here, let alone citizenship, and everything is in my name. So I can do that before I file for the divorce and she will get huge nothing here. But I am not doing that. Bless your soul. I will earn that money back in a few years max, but my kids are forever. Now, news and long update. Here we go. Buckle up, everybody. Yesterday, I had long talks with my lawyer. He will make everything so we can divorce here where we live. It will be a tough process, but we are ready. He also gave me the contact to a lawyer in the country where we married each other. The lawyer told me that according to everything I told him, I am in a great position. So I am literally building 2 cases if I need to. I need to divorce in Asia, not in Europe. If I divorce in the country where we live or where we married each other, there are huge chances kids will stay with me. European courts have 0 rights or jurisdiction here, so if she ever thinks to send kids to Europe with her, she can only dream. The court, according to my lawyers, would keep kids here because 2 of 3 of my kids are already in the school here and spent their whole life here. I am working, she doesn't. I have a house, financial power, and give them a good life and residency status. My wife could ask for the appeal in her own country where she would have bigger chances, but that process could go on for years, and I can delay it also in the multiple ways, and my kids would not be allowed to leave the country where we are without me allowing that. So that is great. This is so messy. I sent all the details about the house, cars, and bank accounts to my lawyer, and he is building the case. Also, I agreed with him that we make a deal for her. All right, let's hear it. She can keep the house and car, but I will be the primary custody parent. Or I keep the house and I will pay for the place where she can live and we share the custody. Anything else I don't accept. Oh my God. Wow. Imagine your wife cheats on you and you have to give up your house and your car, but you get your kids staying here. That would be a tough pill to swallow. It really would. When I came back home from work, she was waiting for me with the kids. Again, she looked good. We went out as a family during the evening. I had a great time with the kids. I couldn't stand her. When we came home, she tried to initiate sex, but I politely refused. She was laughing while talking about some nice moments in our past, most of the night in bed, so I had to ask myself if she was completely out of her mind. This guy cannot stand her. Now, today she drove our kids to school and kindergarten before I left the house. I took all the papers I needed, suit, some clothes, and left. I decided yesterday that I will not confront her directly because of the kids. They are always near us and I don't want them to have trauma because of this. While I was at work, she was texting me about our plans for us tonight. I was acting like everything was fine because I thought she might come to my work if I confronted her already, and that would cause me huge problems at my work. When she texted me at 3 p.m. that the kids are home and that they are all eating, I knew that is the moment. I finished the job shortly after. I left her some money on the joint, mine, but she has access account, and took everything else to my other bank account. Oh my God, it's getting juicy. I sent her the text at 4:05 p.m. The funniest thing, with all the evidence I have, I still can't believe this is the reality. Oh, this is the text. Oh my God, I'm quoting the text. Quote, "The funniest thing with all the evidence I have, I still can't believe this is the reality. 11 years. I want to tell you so many things right now, but I am so disgusted by you that I just want this to end as soon as possible. You made your choice. Now I am making mine. You can stay tonight. Tomorrow, after the kids leave for school, I want you to see out of my house. Don't try to do something stupid with the kids. You will just have bigger problems. I am ready for every scenario. My lawyers are ready. Be normal and we can end this in the most normal way. Everything else will just put you in a worst position possible. In the end, I can't say I wish you all the best, but your best is away from me. Hold on, this is so savage. In the end, I can't say I want you all the best, but if your best is away from me, then I want you all the best. I wish you all the best. Don't call me, and I repeat, don't do something stupid because I will not tolerate that. My lawyer will contact you about the kids immediately when you leave my house. You can meet and be with them every day, but you are not allowed to enter my property after everything you did. P.S. You look good in those nude pictures you sent to AP. What I would pay to see her reaction when that text message came through. She was online when I sent her the message, but didn't respond or call for the next 20 minutes. I wish I could see her face during those 20 minutes. Same here. During those 20 minutes, I called the AP. He rejected the call and sent the message asking who it was. I called again and he answered. I told him that I will not do anything to him. I just want normal talk, and if he has any human decency, he will meet with me wherever and whenever he wants. Whole day, I thought he would reject the possible meeting, but he apologized to me and asked me where I was. Oh my God, they're gonna meet. Oh my God, they're gonna meet. I explained to him. He told me where he was and we decided to meet at 5:30 p.m. in a bar near his flat. When my wife started to call me, I put the phone on airplane mode. Oh my God. The tea. AP was waiting for me. I saw that he was looking at me from 10 meters away at least. I was audio recording the meeting. Of course, he knew how I look. I mean, my wife has pictures with me on her IG and us as a profile picture on WhatsApp and Line. What a lovely wife. He immediately asked me if he can say everything, and after that, I can ask him whatever I want. I told him he can, but after he says everything about him. He doesn't have any girlfriend or wife, no kids. He lives here the whole year and just enjoys his life. He looks good. He's an attractive young guy and seems like someone who only wants to bang girls. Then he started to talk about how he met my wife. They were in one restaurant/club in early August. He was with friends. She was with her friends. I knew about this because she asked me if she could go out with her friends. After some time, they all started to sit together. They talked a little bit. He told his Instagram when some of my wife's friends asked. He says she was flirty that day. He saw her ring and assumed she was married and didn't want anything. He showed me messages with her from other apps that I didn't know/see. She started little talk, and after they talked more and more, she said she loves me, but that I have cheated on her. I've never looked, let alone touched another woman since I met her. So she says I cheated on her before a month and that this is her revenge. When I saw that, I wanted to vomit. She was saying this before and after the first time that they were physical. He told me they had sex 4 times, 1 round. Oh, wowza. Whenever they would meet, she would be nervous after the sex and would always say that this is wrong, and she would leave shortly after. He was confused with her behavior and even texted her not to meet anymore. According to him, she cried last time and said this is over and that she made the worst mistake of her life. She loves me, and even though I cheated on her, not true, this is not okay. She wrote to him that she liked the attention and that he picked her even though she is 9 years older than some single friends of hers, but that she doesn't have any emotional love for him, but she has it for me. Lucky me! Yeah, she liked the attention that she was getting from someone. Last Thursday, when I came into the house in the middle of the workday to catch her, I found the house empty and caught her lying to me. She called him to meet. This guy actually told me with a straight face that he wanted to have sex with her that day. I mean, he has balls. He was busy somewhere and she was waiting for him in the lobby of some building where he lives. He thought she came because of sex, but according to him, she rejected him and told him that they were done. She told him not to call her anymore and that she will never stop regretting everything that she did. Okay, at least she has some remorse here. She also asked him not to say a thing to anyone. He showed me messages after the meeting where she said almost the same thing because he was confused. So he asked her again if she was sure. She blocked him after that on everything and never called again. Probably she deleted all these messages because I didn't see any of those messages on her phone. Did she forget to delete those hidden messages that I actually saw? I have no idea. I don't know if he is lying, but I don't think he is. He doesn't have any reason to defend her because he actually said a lot of bad things about her and gave me every evidence I needed. He showed me literally every message. He talked about every disgusting detail. He even told me one of my wife's friends knew about them. So he told me basically more than I wanted. Oh, one of the friends knew too? That sucks. While we were talking, my wife called him. He showed me and asked me if I wanted him to answer. I told him not to answer. She started to send him messages and voice messages. Some of the quoted messages are voice messages where she screamed like a lunatic. Here we go. We got some of the messages quoted here. Her, where is he? Why did you tell him? I hate it. You destroyed my life. Where is he? Him, what are you talking about? Why are you attacking me when you lied to me? And him, her, how does he know? He left me. You destroyed me. I told you we are over. Why did you do this? Where is he? I'm trying to find him. Him, I didn't tell him anything. I didn't do anything. You are married. Her, I made mistakes, but I don't love you. I love my husband. I don't love you. I never loved anyone except him. I made the worst mistake in my life. I never liked you except for fun. I wish I never met you. Him, I really don't care who you love, but why did you lie to me? Her, I didn't lie about anything. I really love my husband and he left me now. I don't want to live. He left me. Him, I am not talking about that. You lied, said he cheated on you and that's why you are doing this. How many guys have you been with behind his back saying the same thing that you told me? Oh, how the tables have turned.
How the turntables...
Her, with 0. You are the first and last, and I can't believe I did this. You told him and destroyed me because I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. Him, I don't give a damn what you want or not. I didn't tell him anything. Answer my question. Her, you told him. You are a horrible human being. Okay. Him, answer the question. Her, what question? Him, why did you lie and say that he cheated on you? Her, because I am an idiot and liked the attention and lost control. And now I lost everything. How does he know about this if you didn't tell him? Him, I didn't say anything and I need to go. Her, how do you know if I lied about him if you didn't talk? I know you told him everything. I hate you. You destroyed me. Him, again, I didn't tell him anything, but I hope he will not forgive you. Oh God, oh no, oh no. She blocked him after this. I was just looking at him for 2 minutes without saying anything. I was close to starting to cry. He was apologizing like crazy and said if he knew that she was happily married, he wouldn't do anything. He says I don't need to believe him, but that is the truth. He told me he doesn't want anything to do with her and never planned on it. Also, he sent me screenshots of all their messages immediately so I can have it during the divorce process. Wow. All right. He's like, we're tag teaming this divorce here. He asked me what I want to do with her and the marriage. I told him everything and he wished me and my kids the best of luck and asked me if she called him or sent him any messages. Do I want him to tell me? I said I wanted him to. He told me if I need anything, I can call him. We even shook hands. I mean, this is a little bit weird. If someone told me before a week that I will DNA test my 3 kids and shake hands with my wife's lover, I would think I am high. But this is my life. In the end, it's not his fault. I did not marry him. I sent the audio recording of the meeting and screenshots of their messages to my lawyer and talked with him a little bit. He told me with everything AP said and messages that he sent me, it would increase more my chances during the divorce. Now I'm in the hotel. I didn't block my wife. She sent me a billion messages and called me at least 100 times. Even my friends called me asking where I was because my wife told them we had a huge fight and that I left the house. In the morning when my kids leave for school/kindergarten, I will confront her eyes in eyes, and then in the afternoon I will DNA test my kids. I took some free days from work this week, so I have the time. That's it. I know some of you will tell me I shouldn't do this and that, but I am just trying my best. It's much easier to give advice from the phone than actually living through this and going through a roller coaster of emotions. This is by far the worst period of my life, and I have been through some really crappy situations during my life. Yeah, this is overall like a horrific story for him. Let's be real. This is terrible, but I'm still gonna be reading the next update, you know? So stay classy out there, stay sassy, you guys, and I'll see you in the next update.